Man, it's another beautiful day here in Arizona. Early November, temperature in the upper 60s probably here. I'm about 10 or so miles south of Superior. This is Granite Mountain, one of the Arizona 1,000 foot prominence peaks. It has just a little bit over 1,000 feet of prominence, and then it's a little bit over 4,000 feet in elevation. So there's my car down there, just a little ways off Highway 177. Yeah, I'm south of Superior. There's been a little old dirt road so far. Yeah, this is definitely a very long-term goal. It'd be nice, if I can, to summit all the Arizona 1,000 foot prominence peaks. 73 2,000 foot prominence peaks, and I believe around 460 or so peaks with over 1,000 feet of prominence. So it's going to be quite a long time if I ever do get it done. Here's a better look at Granite Mountain. I kind of had a feeling I should have stayed lower. I have to drop about maybe 100 feet or so, maybe a little bit more. No big deal, and then I'll pick up the next ridge and take that all the way up. I don't know if there is or was a trail up to the summit at one point. I've definitely been following some paths here and there, but they may just be cow paths and animal paths. Yeah, so just a tiny little dip and then straight up the ridge. I think the summit is the one on the right. I think it's higher than the left point. So I get the 360 view. Here's a look at the Pinal Mountains south of Globe. It's kind of north or northeast of here. There's Mount Graham, snow-capped. It's early November. We had a storm, I think 6 days ago. It brought a lot of snow to the higher peaks, or some snow to the higher peaks, I don't know how much. There's Mount Lemmon, also has some snow on it. I don't know if I'll zoom in on these or not because they're pretty hazy, but I can see Baboquivari, Coyote Mountain, and Kit Peak out there. And then Picasso Peak and Newman Peak. I think I can see Guachi Peak. I can see Tabletop. It's a little hazy out that way too. I don't know exactly what range this is right here. I don't know if it has a name or not. But on the other side of those mountains right there is Mineral Mountain and Highway 79 leading down to Florence. And there's a Superstition Peak peeking out. And then I can't see the top of the four peaks, but just barely. And that completes our journey. Oh yeah, there is a summit register under the rocks there in a jar. Not too many entries. I think the latest one was May of 23, so over a year ago. And I know my buddy Matt has done this. Matt, who's appeared in some of my videos. We've done a few of the prominence peaks together. I know he's done it too. I've been up here about 10 minutes. I made it up in 45 minutes. It was 1.55 or so miles. I'm gonna go out to the secondary peak right out there and get a view of the mine and then head back. Well, anyway, here's the view of the mine from the secondary summit. It's a pretty big operation they have going on here. Here's a little closer look at the Pinals too while I'm here. I can actually see the road going up the backside of the mountain. And there's the summit of Granite. Once again, it's deceptive. This point looked almost as high, coming up, and even from on top of that, it didn't look too much lower. But then getting over here, reveals how much higher it really is. It's probably a good 20 to 30 feet higher, maybe even more. It's interesting how that works. All right, I'm back to the old road. It's just 0.2 of a mile, if that, and another 1,000 foot prominence peak completed. Like I said earlier, I have a long way to go to get to all these, if it'll ever happen, but it's not going to prevent me from trying. And every peak is fun in its own way. When I got back here to the parking lot, there were 3 high clearance 4-wheel drive vehicles all parked right there. And the license plate on the one said, "Why hike?" I can drive anytime. Hiking, that doesn't happen every day. So when you ask why hike, you'll find out if you do it. All right, anyway, Granite Mountain, 3.3 miles. I got 1,700 feet of elevation gain, which seems a little high, but maybe some of that was on the way, or some of that was on the way back too. And 1 hour and 38 minutes, I think it was, round trip. All right, have a good day. Thanks for watching.